Better ball playing soccer during a tennis match, as it were. I think it was against Bjorkman and Rafter. And had a very painful experience.
It reminds me of one I had, like in a kick around at university. I headed the ball and the other guy headed me. My nose had to be rearranged. Second ace from Becker. Lerone O'Brien will serve for the set after this. Serving for it.
Well, this is always going to be a dangerous game. After 9 games, one would imagine Agassi and Becker, their sights in a little bit more, therefore more dangerous off the ground. But Becker needed that first point from Agassi. Agassi not quite timing the return. Immediately, Lerone O'Brien won it. It just takes a little bit of pressure off them, off the serve.
2 aces now from Alex O'Brien. Agassi not taking any prisoners on that attempted pass. And a little carried away. 3 set points.
Yes, we're trying to hit the living daylights out of it. And signal from Lerone as to what his intention is, or asking O'Brien to serve in a particular spot.
Well, that one break of the Becker serve proved decisive. And after 33 minutes, the first set goes to the North Americans. And Alex O'Brien, wonderful set. 3 service games, 3 love service games.
Agassi and Becker choosing Becker to start serving. Hoping he's going to be more successful than he was at the beginning of the first set.
Well, he probably reckons there's a lot of hot air coming from the commentary box end.
Who's that from?
All of us chuntering away. Becker's going to have to serve rather better than this tomorrow if he's going to beat Carlos Moya. Albert Costa became the first seed to go out today when he mustered, I think it was 4 games from Bernard Nolirac. Costa's maintaining a wonderful indoor record. Still never won a match.
Well, it was a big chance for O'Brien. Not a particularly difficult serve. Had to make the opponent play. Umpire Pereira just telling O'Brien there was a mark there. You can see some marks on the court, and the ball does occasionally leave one.
Well, this time Becker holds serve at the start of a set.
Well, changed sides too, haven't they? Agassi playing on the left court, and Becker saying, "Now you see, not more successful this way around."
Something you can only do at the end of a set. Change sides, the receivers. Well, he did the right thing there, O'Brien. He got in quickly before the ball dropped, but then poor choice of shot, really.
Wow, Becker a little lucky with that shot.
First break point of the match for Agassi and Becker. Oh, brilliant. Yes, you see, I mean, it's all about changing sides, isn't it?
That's a wonderful shot from Agassi. The customary shot is the cross court, but this one's so often the most dangerous lob because it's the shortest route, and no better lobber really than Agassi.
If Becker had pulled off that shot, I would have believed he could walk on water. Agassi's first double fault.
That's the real beauty of players playing both the singles and the doubles, is that the afternoon crowd gets to see them, and so does the evening crowd. Should they lose early in one, they're still in the other.
Like the way Agassi's closing in all the time on the net after the first volley or half volley, he's still moving forward. See here. And Agassi and Becker roaring their way back into this match. As we look at Barbara Becker and Mike De Palma, wife and coach of this man, who is clearly enjoying it. He was saying how much he enjoyed being back out on the court today, feeling fit again after his ankle problems, and saying that he was worried that the ankle might take much longer to heal, and that would have been it, because he said, well, if I'd been out for 6 months, it would have been virtually impossible at my age to come back.
Yes, and one just wonders, with them both still in the singles, how much tennis they want. Carl-Louis Stave there, leaning forward in the left of your picture, who is a Stuttgarter and very involved, of course, with German tennis now.
Indeed, German Davis Cup captain, although most of the decisions are made by the team manager, a certain B. Becker. A lot of speculation in the German press at the moment that Mr. Becker might become the chief executive of the German Tennis Federation. I actually feel he's got his sights a little higher. Well, it would have been nice if Agassi could have gone round the back of the umpire's chair with his return.
Yes, I was looking forward to something from Agassi there, but a wonderful angle. Now, do you want to elaborate on Mr. Becker and his sights higher, because they've just elected Gerhard Schroeder?
Yeah, no, but I'm told the presidency of the German Tennis Federation might be coming up in a couple of years, and also I think Boris feels he ought to be running the game worldwide, not just in Germany. Certainly got some ideas for completely restructuring the tennis calendar. I think his, from my personal point of view, a bit too radical, but there's no doubt we need some restructuring. He wants Wimbledon to start at least 3 weeks later. That should interest the All England club. Agassi mishits onto the line. Thank you very much.
Yes, I think there's certainly grounds for it starting a week or perhaps 2 later, but I don't know about 3. To give more time between the French and Wimbledon, that is.
Second ace from Sébastien Leroux. And he and his partner get on the score sheet. Yeah, there's no doubt that 2 weeks between 2 slams is very little. But, there's been a lot of talk about at least a 3-week gap for years and years.
Yes, particularly when they're such different majors, one on clay, the other on grass. And in many ways, we'd like to get an extra grass court tournament, an important one in England. That would happen as a result, I'm sure.
And the argument has always been, yes, but that would affect the American hardcourt season. But in fact, there is now a gap. With Washington moving back in the calendar and New Haven no more, there is a week when there's no play in America after Wimbledon. There's the grass court tournament in Newport, Rhode Island, and then a blank week in North America the following week.
Well, just a little loose of wrist there from Agassi. Federball playing soccer during a tennis match, as it were. I think it was against Bjorkman and Rafter. and had a very painful experience.
It reminds me of one I had, they're going to kick around at university.
A little bit more, therefore more dangerous off the ground. But Becker needed that first point from Agassi. Agassi not quite timing the return. Immediately Leroux and O'Brien won it. It just takes a little bit of pressure off them.
I headed the ball and the other guy headed me. My nose had to be rearranged. Second ace from Becker. Leroux and O'Brien will serve for the set after this. Serving for it.
Well, this was always going to be a dangerous game. After 9 games, one would imagine Agassi and Becker, their sights in the serve.
2 aces now from Alex O'Brien.